Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin. I'm here with my friends Patrick and Freddie, and this is your card of the day. All right, so we have the Fairy Tarot cards we're using this week by Bradley Valentine's with illustrations by Howard David Johnson. And I have my two isms here, which is I am all the strength I need. I am enough just as I am. Nothing to fix, nothing to gain, nothing to get, just accepting myself for who and what I am. And that goes for you too. So use them as you may. We pulled the Wheel card this past Sunday, number 10 on the Major Arcana card. This happens to come from Archangel Power Tarot because it features Archangel Jeremiel. Now, Archangel Jeremiel this week is representing the wheel, forward movement, new beginnings, end of delays, and a change of direction that offers happiness. So with that, this is the influence of our Fairy Tarot deck. So whatever shows up for the day in this card, along with angel numerology, we go with that to set the roadmap for what we do with our day ahead. Right, so here we go. Great Father in the sky, loving Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, fairies, and beings of light and love from all four corners and all realms, I welcome you to this space, and it gives me great pleasure to be your messenger. I set the intention to see, to hear, to feel, and to know your sacred words and convey a message in such a way to enlighten, to inspire, to heal, to lift, to bring faith, to bring hope, to bring love to all those who come to listen. So be it, and so shall it be. I'm going to pull the card off the top. The Wheel. Oh my. Well, you know, these things happen. It happened last week, and it happened again now. The difference is that they're two different decks. And we've got which is really interesting, and we've got a double whammy of a meaning for today. And I'm being sort of led to say that in our wheel card over here, our fairy, and we can probably call her the fairy god sister, not so much the fairy godmother, but the fairy god sister. She sits and she's weaving, and she's weaving. And she's weaving at her spinning wheel. And she keeps weaving and she keeps weaving, she keeps weaving, weaving magic. But things are still moving. So the other part I want to impart on you today is when I add up all the numbers, 11 with 30 with 20, 23, I come up with the 12. We push the 1 into the 2, and it reduces to a 3. I'm sorry. It comes to let's see, this is 29th, the 30th is tomorrow. I'm all overcombobulated. Okay, it is 11/29/2023. It's 20, reduces to a 2. So this is talking about collaborating to create ways of being, and being supportive, being gentle, being sensitive, being tactful, being loving and kind, and remaining in the energy of faith that things are always going to work out well, because you've got the angelic realm, Archangel Jeremiel, the fairies, all of them here waiting to be asked for help. So I'm going to suggest that this number 2 energy, the angels are always here to help us, is also means we've got to get help and get out of our own way. That when things are moving forward, yet we feel stuck, there's something that we're not doing and there's something we're not paying attention to. And typically, usually, without a doubt, it either has to do with the fact that there's too much of the emphasis on negative self-talk, um, getting in touch, getting involved with crisis mode, creating crisis. And these are thoughts. These are not, this is not reality. If this is you, if you're looking at what you're worried about, what you're concerned about, which is very much 8 of air energy. The 2 angel numerology does track with the tarot card 8 of air. And it does talk about worries, and it does talk about concerns. It's a challenging time of year to not dig into that. When we look at Archangel Jeremiel, the big message, particularly since we've got both wheels here in forward movement, this is not the time to sit and fuss and worry. This is time to keep going, to move forward, to start making the plans for 2024. It is going to be here. Here's the other caveat I'm going to make, and I'm going to bring up to the other camera now. I've long thought that, we wait till the 31st of December, we make these resolutions and we resolve to do certain things and go in certain ways. That's fine, and I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it. But how many of us sort of slide back into the old way of being, the old way of seeing, the old way of doing things, and the same old drudgery, and nonsense pops back up? Our fears and our worries will continue to show back up in repetition. The wheel turns in a circular motion. It keeps going. So when there is a repeat, or it seems like a repeat, or it seems like this is coming up again, it isn't repeating. And I'm going to say that one time. It is not repeating. It is showing and revealing what has transpired since the last rotation of it. Remember, we've got all these cards in the major tarot. Any part of divination has a beginning, has a cycle, has an ending, and back to the beginning we go. However, each cycle through is not starting all over again. No, it's almost, it's like saying, I'm going to go back to the day of my birth. You can do it mentally, you can do it spiritually, you can do it in your mind to see if there's anything you've got to review. But this week is all about life review as well as moving forward. So I'm getting this epiphany today that look at where you are worried. Look at where you've been stuck. Look at where you are not moving your wheels forward to something in a new beginning. This is being aware of, oh, this is what I've got to change. This is what I've got to do. They always come up when something shows up. When something major shows up, when there's that feeling that gets stuck, when there's that stomach butterflies, those churnings that go on in our solar plexus, the 3rd chakra, that power chakra, it's linked up to the next one, which is the 4th, the heart, and that yellow and green energy tells us something. It reminds us to pay attention. What I'm getting with this 2 energy is you've got guides, angels, ascended ones, particularly angels, that are here to heal and are here to help us feel better and good about what our situation is. Using the double whammy of the wheel, it's a big billboard. Move out of the way. It's a 10 energy. Pay attention. From shifting into something new, to shift into new beginnings and to get away from where you're at, what you're doing, that hasn't served you, really. That's why it comes up. You have to realize you are all the strength you need, and you're all the strength that you've got. You're all the strength you need, and you're all the strength that you've got, and you're enough, just as you are. You're enough to pull yourself forward, to lift yourself up, to shed the skin of what was. We can only go where we're going from where we are right now. Where we are right now should always be enough, should always be where we should be going. There's not enough self-love. If there was more self-love, If people understood that they're enough just as they are and they're strong enough, they don't need to take somebody else's light, power, anything, because they've got it. If more people understood it, we wouldn't have wars, we wouldn't have conflict, we wouldn't have difficulties. Wars, conflict, difficulties, all of that madness and mayhem come up out of fear. Fear comes up out of worry. Worry comes up out of telling stories. The stories that I'm not good enough, I don't have what these people have, comparing yourself with other people, all this stuff creates that sewage, mental, emotional sewage. Time to flush the commode, babes. Let it go. Whoosh, whoosh, let it go. I hear it. Yes, Gertrude, you're here. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Gertrude, stop it. Oh. Gertrude has just shown me a bright magenta pink roll of toilet paper, and she's wrapping it around this big old oak tree. When I said you got to flush that sewage out the way, she showed up with pink toilet paper and wrapped it. She's wrapping it around this tree. And I was asking earlier today if Beatrice and Gertrude. She said it's so pretty. Oh gosh, I got to stop it. I was asking both of them why they come, what their purpose is. One is to bring that lightness and to bring that joy and to bring that fun and to bring that craziness. And the other is when things are a little too silly and we just have to sort of bring some wisdom to it. Um, Even Gertrude's giggling. I mean, even Beatrice is giggling from across the table, but Gertrude is still moving around this tree with this pink toilet paper. I don't think I've ever seen pink toilet paper, but I'm sure it exists somewhere. Um, oh Lord. Okay. Thank you, ladies. And thank you. Liking, subscribing, keeping this going. Please share it with people that could probably use a lift and a gift and a go at it. And until tomorrow, great love, many blessings, and yeah, go with the wheel. Bye for now.